What is going on, everyone? Today, I want to go ahead and talk about why having a 9 to 5 job is super important, especially in your early teens to your 20s, if you want to be successful later on in life. All right. Now, you might be wondering, who is this guy and why is he telling me a 9 to 5 is important when all he has done is basically made YouTube videos? Guys, when it comes to having a 9 to 5, it is super important to build your skills. Okay. I personally myself have done many 9 to 5s. Most of them have been service-based. And I know what you might be thinking. There's no way this kid is 24 years old and has worked many 9 to 5s. Again, I did work part-time when I was in high school and in college. And I currently, even right now, I still work at our local gym. I do only work on Fridays, but I'll talk about that more in the future video and why I still have that job. All right, so let's go and get straight into it, man. The number one reason why I believe having a 9 to 5 is super important is it builds work ethic and commitment to something, okay? Especially when you're young. If you're someone like me, back in high school days, man, all I did was play Clash of Clans. I remember specifically freshman years. If any of you guys have played Clash of Clans, it's a mobile game. That thing is addictive. I remember every day after high school, freshman year, I would go to school, come back, I was on the game from morning till night, okay? Even at school, I was on the game. As soon as I got home, I was on the game, okay? I didn't want anyone attacking my base and things like that. But soon as I went ahead and got my first job, which was at a local Dunkin' Donuts, okay? I know what you might be thinking. Typical brown person working at a Dunkin' Donuts. Yep, I'm living the stereotype, baby. But again, went and worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and that taught me to show up on time. First of all, right, you always have a schedule. So I was scheduled on the night shift. As you know, your boy was not an early morning person, but that has changed recently. I've turned into a morning person ever since starting my own YouTube channel and, growing it and then running my own business off the YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more stories about that. We'll be covering that in the future. But again, the 9 to 5, aka my Dunkin' part-time job during high school, taught me to show up on time to my shifts, okay? Back then, I was not very reliable, but working at that job, I was never late, worked all the time, or at many shifts as I possibly can during my high school days, and that was absolutely amazing, all right? Number 2 is it will improve your people skills, all right? I highly recommend everyone, if you're a young man, especially in high school, middle school, if you can, go work somewhere where you're in a service-based job, okay? What does that mean? You're serving other people, okay? Something like a Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Subway, whatever, Jersey Mike's, whatever chain restaurants or things like that that you have near you. Again, not the best jobs at all, but you will get to talk to tons of different people, all right? And what that will do is improve your people skills. And later on in life, if you stack up on those people skills, that'll relate and translate well into online businesses, selling in person, selling online, and that is how you're going to make most of your money throughout your life. If you're great at sales, man, you're always going to have tons of money, or at least you're going to be employable by many different people, so you at least will not be jobless, okay? So I highly recommend working a 9 to 5 or even like a part-time job like I've done throughout my life in building your people skills, okay? The third most important reason why the 9 to 5 is important is because when you're working at these different jobs, you're going to be working with all kinds of different people, and everyone is from a different walk of life, okay? And why that part is super important is you got to be able to relate to every single person, okay? You can't just be like, oh, that person does blah, blah, blah. I can't be talking to them. That's just simply not going to work, especially if you're working in something like a service-based business. You all have to, again, work as a team. I know there's workplace drama, yada, yada, yada. Don't get involved in that. But again, it'll teach you how to work together with different people. So teamwork right there. That's another great skill. Also, what it does, it teaches you how to talk to someone that's older than you, younger than you, in between, and things like that. If you're able to relate to many different people, it is going to be super important later on in life, which I'm going to cover in a different video on why sales is super important. And again, this skill right here, being able to be relatable, is another one of those things that you'll learn while you're working your 9 to 5. So again, those are 3 reasons why I personally believe a 9 to 5 is super important. Again, take all these tips and things you see on my channel with a little bit of grain of salt, okay? I'm 24 years old, soon to be 25. But again, I'm just sharing my thoughts and things like that. So hope you guys can learn. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions related to this topic. Do you think a 9 to 5 is important? If you don't, or if you do, let me know down below. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day. All right.